One of these teams is going to be joining us in the Pro League. Uh, just a quick update for everybody watching. Azure Rexar is indeed Insania. So this is Insania's team. This is the first actual game that he's been playing in since for this tournament, but it definitely is his team. So he's coming in, bringing in the big dog once it's needed with the relegation match. Maybe he wanted to see how his team would do without him. But in the meantime, one thing I just want to note is that I do have a co-caster coming. My Nuts will be joining me, hopefully by the time the game even starts. And until then, I'll just be kind of doing it by myself, but he should be here any minute now. So, jumping kind of right into the game, the blind bands that we have are Tempest, Puppet Master, Drunken Master, and Kronos. So we've seen Kronos blind band every single game here this weekend for Hondcast. And the picks, we got Rhapsody as a first pick, which seems to be very common. And then Ophelia on the Legion lineup, and Kraken and Bubbles over there on the Hellborn lineup. I personally don't know too much about either of these teams. I've played against some of the Rexar guys in MMR matches, but besides that, don't know too much about them. So we got Slither. So in the Legion team right now, we got Rhapsody, Ophelia, and Slither, which is a very push-heavy lineup. That's going to be very dangerous to deal with. Bubbles is pretty good against clearing creep waves and anti-push, but we'll probably want to see something else come out from Hellborn to help out with that. This is going to be the last pick over here for the Hellborn side before we go into the next banning phase. They already have Kraken, which is a very, very strong hero, and then Bubbles, which could be, Bubbles could be played safe lane, suicide, mid. Their lanes really have not been determined yet. So they could really just go anything that they want at this point. But we'll have to hang on and see. I am excited to see how Insania is going to do, especially considering the team has played the entire tournament so far without him. So how will tossing in this new player affect everything that's going on and affect maybe the team synergy, because they've obviously gotten this far without him. Boom, we got a Solstice coming out on the Hellborn team. So I don't know if you guys remember what I was telling Swindle earlier, is that Solstice has been huge in the EU TMMM scene right now. Anything above like 1950 MMR, you'll see a Solstice almost every single game. He's going to be primarily played as the jungler, looking for ganking opportunities, but he is very, very effective, especially with the recent jungle changes. He's able to get very, very, very good farm and really kind of use that to momentum into the late game. He's one of those junglers that can really come out and be a carry later on 30, 40 minutes down the road. Looks like my boy My Nuts is here, so let's give him a call and get him in on the call. In terms of bans, right now we have Master of Arms, Sir Bensington, Torture, and Balfagor. What's up, Johan?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Doing fine.
How was visiting with your brother?
It was nice.
Nice.
Had a
All
good
right.
time.
So just so you know, so you can jump in, we are in the Rexars versus the Pirates match. It's
Right.
a relegation match. Winner of this is going to go into the Pro League. You can just type my name in on the...
Yeah, I'm in the game already.
Oh.
So does this mean the Rexar team lost one game already?
The
It's not
Rexar
serious?
team lost to, I think, either BMG or CiC.
And this is game one of the series.
They lost to BMG 2-0, and yes, this is game one of the series. Rexars lost 2-0 to Excellent, actually, and then Pirates lost to BMG. But this is Insania's first time playing with the team. Insania didn't play in the round 4.
Yes, because he's been... Yeah, I know about that. Okay, so do we know who's playing on Insania's team? Or it's just speculation?
They're all pretty... they're about 2,000 MMR EU players. So, like, this yellow Rexar guy has 2003 MMR. I mean, he's not a Smurf. Like, that's his real name. Red Rexar. All these guys are 2,000 MMR. Like, on these accounts. These aren't, like, fake accounts. Well, Lil A Rexar is. But he's 13-0 with a 9 KD. And Purple Rexar is 2,000 MMR as well. So,
he's purple. In Swedish.
Yeah. And then we do see a Solstice picked up right there on the Hellborn. That's probably the more unique pick that we're seeing. He's going to definitely be played in the jungle I was just telling everybody that that's something that you and I have been seeing a lot lately, especially in that
Yeah,
EU
for sure.
2000 bracket.
It's interesting that they pick it up against Anophelia, but Solstice is a really strong level 1 here as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's very difficult to contest the jungle against him.
Yeah. So Master of Arms, Sir Bensington, Torture, Balfagor, Dr. Repulsor, and Rally are going to be the heroes that are banned in the second banning phase. First pick going to the Legion side over here with Lil A. Rexar.
Who banned Balfagor?
Balfagor was banned by the Hellborn team.
Yeah.
So when you see Rhapsody, Ophelia, Slither, you got to assume that they're going for a pretty push-heavy
exactly.
lineup. So
well, they don't have to, but a Balfagor would be very scary on a team like that.
Yeah.
But with those first 3 picks, they're still very open to do anything.
Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting to see kind of where they go from here. They are down to their last 10 seconds of their bonus time. Ooh, Pestilence.
But blue is Insania, or?
Blue is Insania. Yeah.
And the others are also competitive players, or are they just public
No, they
players?
are not. They are not competitive. This is their first tournament.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So he is not even playing with Xiba anymore?
I don't know about Lil A Rexar, but the yellow, red, and purple are all just EU team members.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Devo picked up here on the Hellborn team. Devo's been picked up a lot lately, especially in this tournament. I think I've seen him almost every single game, either picked or banned. Oh, it's fun to see that hero come out. What do you think? So for the Legion lineup right here, we have their support, we have a safe lane. We're going to look for somebody to lane with that Pestilence, right? Nope. Wretched Hag Suicide. There you have it. And it's going to be played...
Pestilence, Rhapsody mid, that's the short lane, and a Suicide Hag.
Yeah. So yeah, Insania is going to be playing the Ophelia. He plays a very strong Ophelia. I wonder if he's going to do, knowing that Solstice is on the other team, I wonder if he's going to be a little bit more aggressive and try to mess with the Solstice.
Well, the Hellborn team just picked Glacius, which is like the best support against an aggressive jungler.
Yeah. So
I doubt he's going to be trying to manning up against that.
So we should see a Glacius Devourer mid, a Kraken safe lane, Suicide Bubbles with Solstice in the jungle, probably in his own jungle.
Yeah, what really stands out to me in this game is like the Legion team drafted a lineup that's very reminiscent of something that EMG or old SG would do.
Mm-hmm.
It looks just like overall a really good lineup, and the Hellborn team has drafted more public heroes, in my opinion, what you would play in a TMM game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that goes to show you, I mean, Insania is their captain. He is one of the more experienced players in the scene today. He has been a captain before.
Sure.
He knows picks inside and out. While these Pirates, this is kind of their first time in the spotlight, first time doing a tournament like this, maybe even the first time playing in a blind band pick tournament. So it could just be that these are the heroes that they're most comfortable with in that TMN scene, and so that's kind of what they're playing. Will be very, very interesting. From my understanding, just based off of how these two teams were interacting in the lobby, they definitely know each other. They definitely ran into each other a lot on the ladder and have played each other. So it'll be fun to see which one steps up and which one shows the other who's the real best 5-man EU TMM squad. So to kind of catch you up and to catch the Honcast viewers up. On kind of what has happened thus far in this tournament. So the match that we casted before this was the Reason Gaming versus The Last of Us. That was a pretty one-sided matchup with Reason Gaming taking it over The Last of Us 2-0. That was that same US squad that we casted yesterday. The real game to watch that was very, very interesting was CiC Esports versus Sweet Like Ice. Sweet Like Ice is Archie Tiger's team. You played against them at DreamHack Winter with Biver, Adro, and them. And the game 2 ended up being a very long 55-minute game where Flensmeister just absolutely destroyed on Dr. Repulsor. But the entire game was neck and neck. There was points where CiC would be up by 8,000 or 9,000, and then Ice would have crazy team fights and end up, bringing the score back to about 0 gold, 0 experience. But ultimately, the experience of CiC Esports and the leadership of Flensmeister pushed them over the edge, and they were able to take the game after a pretty crazy Congor fight. And then Rexars ended up getting 2-0'd by Team Excellent. From my understanding, those were pretty one-sided games. Super KGE said he was crushing pretty hard on Moon Queen. And then BMG beat the Pirates, I think, also pretty easily in a 2-0 win as well. This is kind of the matchup. If this finishes relatively quickly, we might jump into Sweet Like Ice versus The Last of Us, which could be another very good series. But we definitely got two great series going on right now, so it'll be interesting to get into those. Now, based off of these two teams, which drafts do you like better and why? So you already explained that you like Rexar's draft. It seems more of like a SG BMG lineup. But what about the Hellborn's team over here? Kraken, incredibly solid hero. Glacius, like you said, a very good counter to Ophelia when she tries to play aggressively. Bubbles, always solid. Devo, top pick. I guess the new one here is the Solstice. Do you think that the Solstice is going to be like kind of the make or break it here for the Hellborn lineup?
I love Solstice. I think the hero is amazing, but I don't know if it's going to be that effective in a competitive environment. I think it's kind of easy to play around the hero when you have good communication.
Okay.
And picking a Glacius to defend your own jungle, I think it's not really that good when you don't really have anything to defend.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going to protect their short lane for? For a Kraken to farm? Like, they're not going to get that much out of it.
Right.
It would make more sense if they had like a Dark Lane or something that they would actually protect in their short lane.
Okay. So the entire Hellborn lineup is going to be rushing bottom. It looks like they are going to try to place some wards down to kind of interfere with that Ophelia. One thing to note is that they do have 4 wards. So, or I'm sorry, 3 wards. They have 1 ward of sight and 2 wards of revelation.
Yeah. Bubbles has 9 tangos on it.
Who has 9 tangos?
Bubbles.
They're called Blightstones, man.
Oh, shit. My bad.
It's all good.
Obviously.
He does have 9 Blightstones. That is a lot of regen to be sending his way. It looks like Rhapsody is going to be hopefully going up top to place a ward. He'll have a free area to go in, but it looks like he's wrapping back around, coming through the Legion jungle. Wretched Hag is not going to be joining them, so if we do see a team fight, it is going to be a 4v5. Advantage is obviously going to go to the Hellborn, not only because it's 4v5, but Solstice is definitely better level 1 team fighting than a Ophelia.
Yeah, if his skills is charged though, but it really doesn't want to do that. Then he has to lose experience before he can get into the jungle.
Yeah, Slither is standing in a good place. He's able to see the entire team, knows that they're sending 5 down here, and then the Legion team just kind of back up and play it a little bit.
Yeah, the really scary area is Devourer, which is incredibly strong at level 1.
Yeah, so Ophelia has no items.
Yeah, you can tell that the Hag is 400 gold worth of regen, so yeah. I'm assuming the Ophelia spent a lot of gold at level 1.
So he was purchased a health potion by Ophelia, and then Ophelia's sitting pretty... she just bought some more items. She just spent the rest of her gold. Should be showing on the courier here in a second.
Yeah, when you save up gold
wards
like that, you usually save for counter wards.
Yeah, so she did this by 1 counter ward. They did ward all 3 poles, or all 3 stacks right here. So Ophelia's going to have a rough time kind of dealing with that. She did buy 1 ward of revelation. She almost has to get it right here. If she misses this ward, she's going to be in some serious trouble.
Usually when a team spends a lot of gold on warding the enemy jungle, you see them double warding one of the hard camps against Ophelia to make sure she doesn't get it. Now if Ophelia is lucky here, she might be able to... she missed it. Especially playing against BMG, they usually double ward one of the big camps against Ophelia and Parasite.
Yeah, so there you have it. So in terms of matchup, we do have Glacius and Devourer mid going against a Pestilence and a Rhapsody. Kill potential is very high for both teams. 1 hook could be an easy kill on the Rhapsody, while at the same time Staccato plus a Pestilence stun could be a sure death for the Glacius. Up top, we have Kraken taking on Wretched Hag. Kraken does have some pooled regen, as does Wretched Hag, so that's going to be a pretty intense matchup as well. And then bottom, we look at Slither going up against a Bubbles, who had the 9 Blightstones, as you talked about. Slither right now is going and playing pretty aggressive here onto this Bubbles. This Bubbles is dropping down pretty low in HP. The Slither is going to turn away, but yeah, Bubbles is definitely struggling already.
Yeah, this is an awful position for Bubbles to be in, not having a health pot. It's going to take a long time for him to regen his HP back.
Yeah.
It's completely different
Ooh.
from what we saw yesterday when Boxer played bubbles.
Yeah. Slither faked out the poison to take cover from the bubble, so next time he does do it, it's going to hit. Well, not anymore. The cooldown's back up. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested in seeing how the mid matchup plays out because I think Glacius is a hero that's really underrated in a 2v2 scenario.
Yeah.
Very rarely picked up.
So Rune does spawn Illusion Room. Glacius is going to grab it, or he's going to give it to Solstice.
Yeah, Solstice doesn't really benefit that much from it. I guess it can tank some damage for him.
Yeah, it can tank.
It's not like a Legionary or something where you just get
Yeah,
to kill
he
two
did just
extra
stack
cards.
this, so having those able to tank will help.
For sure.
Slither is being definitely very aggressive, pushing the lane out already at the tower, and Bubbles, like you said, is struggling. Needed a health pot rather than all of those Blightstones.
He's really being punished for buying 9 Blightstone instead of 6 Blightstones and a health pot.
He only has 3 left, and it's only 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah. But he's using them when he has the debuff on him as well, a lot of the time.
Yeah. So Wretched Hag is putting a lot of pressure here onto the Kraken. Kraken went to the lane with just an Iron Buckler and a Crushing Claw, as well as some regen. Does not have a hatchet. Wretched Hag is definitely taking control of the lane with 300 GPM.
Yeah. Crushing Claw is a really weird item decision to go into the laning phase with.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to try to build that into a Chalice?
Yeah, perhaps. It's not something we usually see.
Yeah. In the middle matchup, Devo is sitting there with 15 and 2 creep kills, while Pestilence is 14 and 3. A good hook comes out right after Pestilence used a stun, so his stun is down. They are going to get some good harassment off and get Pestilence pretty low, but they won't be able to finish him off.
Yeah, that was a really clutch hook, just as you used the stun to farm with. Luckily for the Legion side, they had a lot of regen still.
Yeah.
Big hook again.
It was a big hook. He is able to get Rhapsody this time, but Rhapsody is not going to be able to get killed. We had a really good stun there by Pestilence and some body blocking, but this is definitely the aggressive lane that we're going to want to be watching. First Blood's most likely going to be happening in this lane. The bottle is given to Glacius, who's going to go bot room to check it, while Solstice is going to be taking up the top rune. Really good rune control here from the Hellborn team.
Yeah.
That's
actually prompted Rhapsody to walk the Legion bottle back to base to refill it.
Oh, there you go. So he did pick up an invisibility, which could definitely set up a kill here. An Ice Imprisonment into an easy hook. They'll probably wait for Rhapsody to come back before they go for it, though. Rhapsody's in a TP.
Kind of surprised Legion doesn't have better rune control considering they have the Ophelia. Guess Sage is more interested in farming right now, getting early level 5 and start pushing.
So he's just been stacking and stacking and then trying to fight it, kind of waiting for these wards to go down. He's level 3 with 78 GPM, while the Solstice is level 4. Solstice has been doing a very good job. Wretched Hag actually... Oh, yeah, middle. Ooh, great hook right there onto the Rhapsody, is able to finish him up. Ophelia comes in, but it's a little bit too late. First Blood is going to go to the Devourer.
Yeah, this Devourer is going ham. He's landed every single hook I've seen so far.
Yeah, nice.
And Ophelia's been really unlucky. In the middle camp in the Legion jungle, she stacked it thrice and got into
Wild Hunters, yeah. Too bad he's not playing Parasite. So Parasite's, Solstice is here up top looking for a gank because Kraken has hit level 6 and does have Unleash the Kraken. It will be difficult to kill the Wretched Hag, though.
This is just a waste of time for Solstice.
Yeah. He's spinning the pizza, though.
Yeah. Solstice isn't like a hero like Ophelia and Parasite. It can have impact without farm. He really needs to get rolling early game.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, he could gank, some supports, but to get a kill on the Wretched Hag would be...
The Hag.
Definitely.
At least he has some stacks here to farm.
So Bubbles is back in the lane, has his boots and the Ring of the Teacher now, but still has no regen. He's kind of bursted through all of it. They've actually got identical items right now, the Slither and the Bubble. Slither just misses his Poison Spray, so that should give Bubble some space to be a little bit more aggressive. Once again, the rune...
I think Slither's in trouble now. He doesn't have any regen left, and the Bubbles is soon about to get level 6.
Yeah, and he just bought the 450 item. Wretched Hag picks up a regeneration rune. He is going to be heading mid lane. Ultimate is up with a regen rune, so he should be able to burst all of his spells down. Instead, he is going to go up here, and if he catches his Solstice, it could be a kill.
Hag has decided to only get 1 point in Haunt, even though it's in a 1 versus 1 lane against the melee hero. That's also pretty unusual. Usually we see like a 2 in Haunt, 2 in Screen build at level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haunt is a really good spell to harass with against melee heroes.
Okay. So Kraken now at 304 GPM while the Wretched Hag is at 280. So Kraken's kind of taken control back of the lane. He leads in CS, actually in the entire game. So Kraken's doing a good job up there. Wretched Hag's been kind of looking for opportunities to find Solstice, to try to get a gank off, try to roam mid. She's been gone for a while, and so Kraken's just been able to get his farm on.
Solstice did sacrifice a lot of his time to give Kraken the advantage he has at the moment.
Yeah.
Hag wasn't laning for a while Solstice just sat that lane, but...
So Solstice is level 6 now, and he's doing very well, while Ophelia is level 4 and still doesn't have a single item on her. Why is that?
I don't know. Wow, Ophelia 60 GPM.
No, that's Rhapsody.
No, wait, that was Rhapsody, I'm stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing Sania just was really unlucky. We've seen him got a lot of Wild Hunters there. Maybe it's not used to the new jungle either, with the hard camps being so far away from each other.
Okay.
And they did ward some of his camps as well. But he is level 5 now.
He is level 5, but he should have at least something in his inventory, right?
Yeah, I guess he's rushing the Mana Ring. I don't know if he has...
Possibly. He has been buying wards and ferrying them out to the other lane, so it could be
it's
that.
nighttime and Solstice is TPing bots. Just turned nighttime 30 seconds ago and he TP'd down there.
There you
They're
go.
Gonna try to want to kill Slither. But Legion side is ready.
Yeah, they're ready. They know. They're trying to get their own kill. Ooh, they're going to go actually, and they're going to end up catching the Solstice. Looks like Solstice is going to be the one. Poison Spray missed on the bubbles. We have another TP coming in. It is Devour. He's going to be trying to go maybe get a hook right there onto the Slither. Slither's in a great spot. There's just not enough range to be able to get him. So 2 TPs came out for the Hellborn team, and they weren't able to make anything of it. And now Solstice has to walk all the way back to his jungle, which was a pretty big waste of time.
Yeah, I think Solstice should just stick around down here.
Yeah, if they're going to leave him alone, he should just use that opportunity to just farm.
You don't really want to farm during the nighttime. Solstice is not really effective.
Okay, because the cleave that you get during the day.
Yeah.
Compared to the lifesteal.
But then again, it's easier for the opponents to predict ganks during the nighttime because that's when you want to be ganking.
Okay.
But I think the position the Legion team was in bot lane, they should have ended up with at least 1 kill. They just misplayed it slightly.
Yeah,
so we got kind of lucky to get away there.
We got 3 heroes grouping up on the bottom lane: Slither, Ophelia, and Rhapsody, the 3 pushers on the team. It looks like they are going to try to take down this tower. We do see a TP coming in, and the glyph used while it's in deny range. So they are going to try to definitely get a deny here. Devo's getting ready. He wants to get a hook off, or maybe at least do something. He does not
cancel that TP.
Yeah, Bubbles does not have his ulti either. Poison Spray used. Devo's going to go in, gets the hook off onto Slither, is going to go on him. Staccato hit, though, so he's unable to land the entire thing. He's going to end up chasing this guy down. Solstice is here. Solstice is not going to be able to even get the assist, but Devo ends up taking him out. 1-for-1 exchange. Bubbles for Slither. So Hellborn probably got the better end of the deal, except right now we got action mid lane. Pestilence has ended up taking down the Glacius. Since Devo TP'd, they saw an opportunity there. Wretched Hag came over, used his ultimate in the Black Blast, and they ended up taking him out.
Yes. One Hellborn player cancel his TP there. I'm pretty sure they could have gotten the deny because the Legion team was backing off. And then the TP was cancelled and they got the tower anyway.
So the Kraken actually has sold that Crushing Claw that he had.
I don't know. Or maybe he just wanted 3 extra damage during the laning phase to last it with.
Yeah. Kraken isn't sending himself right now a Beast Heart, which is going to finish his Helm of the Black Legion.
Oh, he's pretty far.
Yeah, so he's going for the very tanky build. And we'll see how that plays out for him. Solstice, on the other hand, went and took out some of the Ancients. And then she's going to start heading back over to her jungle. She probably realizes that needs to get some more farm. Now this tower's down, though, for the Hellborn, the first base tower. Slither's pushing it up right now. If somebody wants to get some farm, that would be a good opportunity. Devo goes in. He misses the hook, but he's able to get a full Devour right there onto the Pestilence. Oh, Bubbles is going to use his ultimate, and then Solstice follows up with an ultimate of his own, blasting them right off the map.
Yeah, that was huge map blast from Solstice.
So good job on them.
The Legion team even had the ward there, spotting Solstice, channeling it, but it's still on to get away in time.
Yeah, so that was really well paired there, using all of their ultimates to their advantage. So good job there to the Hellborn team. All the while, Slither's farming and Kraken's farming, and they got a 2-for-0 exchange.
Yeah, I don't know why Kraken went for a Helm of the Black Legion. I've been influenced by Swindle Melons, I guess, but I really don't think you should prioritize farming a hero rushing a Helm of the Black Legion.
Yeah,
Get so
a
little
blink
value out of
probably.
it.
Kraken is actually going to be TPing to the bottom lane there. They went on Bubbles, Slither did, but it looks like Bubbles is going to be all right. His ultimate was down, so he couldn't set up a kill for Kraken.
It's a good TP preventing Slither from diving Bubbles. And Kraken can pick up some farm down here as well.
Yeah, Devo has picked up a haste rune. A lot of action has been going on in this mid lane. It looks like Devo's definitely got the better end of it. He is 2-0 and 2, 367 gold per minute. He is leading the way in farm.
Oh, he's really farmed, yeah.
He's got 1,800 gold already with his Steam Boots. The reason why Kraken could be going for that more tanky build is we could be seeing a quick portal key from the Devourer in about 200 gold, and Devo could be the one setting it all up.
I think the other way around would be way better. Having Kraken as an initiator and Devourer being tanky, because it's pretty easy to interrupt Devourer's ultimate.
Yeah.
The Kraken ultimate is guaranteed lockdown.
That makes sense to me.
But Kraken really has to make some plays now. Get active to make his Helm of the Black Legion pickup worth it.
Yep. So we have kind of just Wretched Hag just kind of hanging out top. Kraken has been roaming around a lot since he picked up that Helm of the Black Legion. They really want to try to set up some kills here. They do have a big gold lead and experience lead, even though they are down at a tower. Because
Looks like Legion is going to try to push bot as well.
Yeah, Ophelia, Slither, and then you got Rhapsody coming around, so they'll be trying to take down that tower. All the while, Wretched Hag is putting down a lot of pressure over here on this top tower. She's using all of her mana to clear the creeps. I wonder if the Hellborn team is going to respond by defending bottom or by putting pressure of their own. Devo is going to come in. He is going to get a full Devour off onto this Ophelia, seeing as they have no CC. Bubbles comes in, lands all three in a kelp field, gets a good silence off. Solstice charges his ultimate, but unfortunately they were right out of range. He's coming in, though, onto the Rhapsody. He is going to connect. He is going to get her down, and she's going to go down as well. All that's left is Slither. Slither is there. She is TPing away, and she is going to escape because they had nothing to interrupt it. Kelp field was already used. Courier is going to go down. It is the Hellborn's Courier. The creeps killed it, actually, and you will see that we got a Steam Staff and a Helm of the Victim here for Solstice, which makes us to believe that she will be building a Insanitarius.
Yeah.
Should pick those up. Kraken was able to TP top and get the tower denied before Wretched Hag was able to get it. So well played on their part. They were able to TP bottom.
That was huge by Kraken denying that tower. Hag spent a lot of time getting that tower down.
Yeah.
For like 3-4 minutes.
Devo also showcased his new portal key in that fight.
Yeah.
So that was a very, very fast 13-minute portal key coming out from him.
I'm pretty sure Insania had a Skeleton King with him, didn't he? I don't know how he got a full Devourer off. I wasn't watching it. But...
I think at that point they were already running away. So it could have just been that it was out of range. He will have a Skeleton King now, though. He is picking one up. Slither's doing well. We got 3 heroes on the Legion team with over 300 GPM, and then we have 3 on the Hellborn team. So it's fairly even in terms of farm and how it's distributed. Wretched Hag, Pestilence, and Slither versus a Kraken, Solstice, and Devour.
And Pestilence picked up his portal key now as well.
Okay.
I think they need to get active as a team like right now because it's as an Ophelia in a game like this, it's really difficult to have anything to do unless you group up as a team now. Okay. Because you can't really gank any hero on the other team.
Yeah. Kraken is going to be trying to push this while Devo is sitting there with an invis. Hopefully he could bait out somebody to try to TP and maybe try to deny this tower, and they won't be expecting the Devourer there.
Yeah, and the Kraken is still 0-0-0, so the Helm of the Black Legion pickup has done nothing for him so far.
Yeah, Devo's going to reveal himself, and they're just going to take down this tower. I don't see a glyph coming out. They're just going to let it fall. Solstice continuing to just cruise through the jungle, pick up some kills here and there. He's getting pretty close to finishing that Insanitarius. Slither is here. It could be an opportunity. Solstice is trying to get into range to be able to charge his ultimate up on it, but it doesn't matter. Devo and Bubbles just finish him off by themselves. That portal key is really becoming super effective.
Yeah.
Right here, middle lane, they're trying to tee it. 2 TPs coming in. Bubbles is there and Kraken, but unfortunately, Bubbles does not have his ultimate anymore, so they're not going to be able to do anything to hold them in place. Pestilence does have his portal key, though, and he could use that to jump on any of them, but it looks like the Legion team is just going to back away. Lightbrand has been finished on the Wretched Hag. She's doing pretty well in terms of farm, 300 gold per minute. She's basically tied with the Slither and the Pestilence. And, you know, in that lane, she actually, with how much roaming she was doing and how much time she was spent looking for other opportunities to gank, she actually has some pretty decent farm for herself.
Yeah, for sure. I think a Legion team realizes now that they're not going to get any value of this Ophelia. They're not going to be able to get any map objectives because the Hellborn team is really good at defending, and they already have a Devourer with a portal key. So I think at this point they have to aim for the...
Oh, wow, that hook onto Pestilence was just absolutely incredible. He blinked in, hooked right through the creeps, was able to take him out. Release the Kraken comes out. Ophelia walks right into it, takes him to half health. Solstice comes in, charges the Ophelia, takes her out. All the while, Bubbles gets taken out by the Wretched Hag. Slither, all the attention on his out. Rhapsody has a great ultimate, able to save the life. Rhapsody's going to end up going down. Devo goes down as well. Kraken, is he going to finish off Slither? No, he's not. Kraken goes down. Slither lives. Wretched Hag is going to try to finish off the Solstice. Solstice is going to try to TP away. Great Skeleton King ultimate right there, and then he's going to go down.
Yeah, that was probably honestly the biggest Rhapsody ult I've ever seen.
That was a huge Rhapsody, even bigger. I mean, Ophelia being able to micro that Skeleton King right there and cancel the TP. Very well played by him. But yeah, that Rhapsody single-handedly turned that fight around.
The Devourer actually hooked during the Rhapsody ult. Maybe he was aiming for the Rhapsody, but the way it looked, he hooked for damage while the Rhapsody ult had been channeling for a couple of seconds. It just looked weird.
Yeah, it was...
That turned out amazing for the Legion team, though.
Very, very big. What was I saying? That hook, though, to start it all off by the Devourer was crazy. He blinked, hooked in between the ranged and the melee creep, and caught Pestilence just right at the edge of his shell. Was able to pull him in. I would have liked to see a Kraken tsunami. Like, Kraken had the position to be able to tsunami charge them back towards the Hellborn.
Yeah, instead he chose the ultimate.
Yeah, which was a strange decision on his part. The Legion team is going to kind of group up and try to take this tower. Devo is going to get the hook off right there, but unfortunately the Hellborn team doesn't have enough to follow up on it. Bubbles is coming in, catches all of them in the kelp field. Solstice throws down his thing that does damage to everybody that I don't know its name, and he's going to go in. They are going to get the kill right there onto Rhapsody. Glacius throws down the ultimate. We have a release the Kraken onto Slither. Slither goes down from an auto attack to Bubbles, and that is a 3-for-0 exchange right there, and it's not over yet. Kraken is still chasing. He wants to fight this Pestilence, but Pestilence is going to run away. He activates the flight.
Yeah, that's the Legion team overextending. I don't think they realize they're at a disadvantage team fight-wise at the moment, and they try to push it anyway.
Did the tower get denied, or was it... Yeah, it was actually destroyed by Wretched Hag. So Wretched Hag did get the last on the tower.
Them getting the Tier 1 tower was excellent for them. It was a good decision. But then they tried to go for the Tier 2 as well. Maybe they just put some pressure on the Hellborn team and they got punished severely.
I think what it was that the Devo hook, being able to hook him and then blink away, kind of... maybe intimidated the Legion team. I think they went in to try to help him out. Pestilence with a great blink, goes in stuns, hits 3 people. The tower does go down in the Hellborn's favor. Devo is going to blink in, come behind the Ophelia, devour her, and go for the kill. He misses the hook. Another great Rhapsody ulti is actually going to end up saving the Ophelia. Pestilence is going to try to chase down this Devour. Devour is low on HP. Good turnaround there, right there by the Glacius. Solstice comes in, lands a charge. He's going to get finished off. Devo blinks in and just rots. Solstice is going to end up trying to TP out. Is he going to be able to make it? He is, but is he going to die due to the poison spray and the ultimate?
He
is not. Bubbles is struggling. He is going to TP out of there. Wretched Hag does have her blink, though, and she's going to be following up. Devo is here, though, and they might be able to turn it around. They both need to just TP out of there. Devo's going to go in. He gets the Devour. Skeleton King is here. Ends up getting what's it called by the Skeleton King? I've actually never known that.
Something grasp.
All right, something grasp. Anyways, he lands the grasp on the Devo, interrupting
that was a huge Skeleton King, though. The Skeleton King survived with like 7 or 8 HP, and it survived through the entire fight. They managed to do that. The Hag would have died otherwise.
So really well played by Insania, but overall the gold lead is still 4,000 gold and 4,800 or 4,400 experience in terms of the Hellborn. The Tier 2 tower does fall, though. Wretched Hag blinks in to throw a bat at Solstice, but she's going to end up backing anyways.
Yeah, the Legion team is really pushing it right now, and I don't really think they have to. I think they have by far the better late game, with Slither, Pestilence, and a Wretched Hag.
Yeah.
They're still choosing to take as many towers as they can.
I mean, Kraken, Bubbles, Solstice, and Devo is pretty scary as well, though. But Wretched Hag is just one of those heroes where late game with a lot of farm, she can just be ridiculous.
Legion side also has a Rhapsody, which is It's kind of wonky support hero, which you kind of have to target at all points of the game because of her ultimate.
Right.
Doesn't matter what kind of farm she has or what position you're in, you kind of have to kill the Rhapsody first no matter what.
Yeah, Legion team over here, groups have to take a triple stack of the dragons. They're going to go down very easily. Good job there on their part. They also ended up taking the Hellborn's Ancients as well. So kind of getting some of that global gold resources on their side. So in terms of items, Kraken has picked up a portal key at this point. So he does have one, and he is ready to go. Devour is building a Mighty Blade, which leads me to believe that he's going to be going for that Shrunken Head, unless he's going to pull a Super KGE. Solstice also has a Mighty Blade. He'll be building a Shrunken Head as well. And then Wretched Hag is about 800 away from finishing her Grimoire of Power.
And Wretched Hag also chose to pick up Sacrificial Stone.
Which is a very good call on her part. Slither picked up a Spell Sunder as well.
Whoa.
It's one of the newer items in the game. Pestilence is in Viz right here. Skeleton King as well. They are going to go dive on the Devourer. Kraken blinks in, grabs the Pestilence, misses his Unleash. Solstice charges up. A big ultimate coming out from her. Ophelia is going to go... Ophelia's going to live, but the Wretched Hag ends up going down. So far, it's a 1-for-0 exchange. Devourer is struggling. He could go down to all the Slither stuff. Kraken blinks in. Tsunami charges the Slither, ends up grabbing him, and they take her down. Bubbles is still here. He is going to go in. He's going to get stunned by the Pestilence. Oh, Solstice is coming in and charging, and he did a lot of damage. But they're going to switch their attention now to the Rhapsody. Tsunami charge coming from the Kraken. They end up getting him. Ooh, Pestilence is going to blink back in. He's going to kill the Kraken, but Devo's going to get a good blink in, hook him, and finish him off. Solstice going deep, finishes him off. Insanitarius toggle! Oh, he lands it. He's going to safely... He doesn't have enough mana to TP. There you go. Now he can TP. That is a genocide for the Hellborn, giving them a 6,000 gold. That was a 5-for-1.
Holy shit.
Very for the Hellborn team. And that was just crazy. So many blinks. They have so many follow-ups. I'm going to say Kraken, Devo, they each got a blink and either Tsunami Charge or throw a hook out multiple times that fight. And they did it all, as Super Smart will say, he didn't hit anybody with his Kraken ultimate. So they won that entire thing without it. But that Solstice ultimate was huge. It blasted Hag right off the map.
Yeah, Solstice has been in great position. Like, almost every team fight this game. He's almost always ready to charge his ultimate.
Yeah, the hero, I mean, this is the first time we've seen it so far in this tournament, at least on Honcast. And so far, it's been proving to be super effective. 7 kills, 1 death, 7 assists, 362 GPM, which is tied for the second highest in the game.
Yeah, he's having a really good game right now.
And I thought that Solstice was done, but those Insanitarius toggles were insane. Grimoire of Power has been finished on Wretched Hag, so we'll probably see a Shrunken Head coming from her pretty soon after that. There is a lot of magic damage over here on the Hellborn team, as well as a lot of stuns, a lot of spells, so Shrunken Head should probably get picked up ASAP, not only on Wretched Hag, but on Slither as well.
Yes. Someone on their team should pick up a Tablet of Command as well. It's an excellent item against both Devourer and Kraken.
Yeah, definitely. Kraken's kind of just trying to take out these Ancients. Hell of the Black Legion, I mean, like you said, it hasn't been the most effective. I mean, he's 1 and 2. He's got 320 GPM. He's going strong, but...
Yeah, the way he played this game, I think he would have benefited more from picking up the portal key first.
Yeah, I mean, just look
these are the items he wanted to end up with.
Yeah, look at what's happened since he's gotten it. I mean, he's just been all over the map. He's been creating ganks. He's been landing great Tsunami charges. Wretched Hag is up here. She is level 16, highest level in the game. And there's a Solstice by himself, but I don't think she's going to try and fight with him. He has 2,200 HP, so he is a force to be reckoned with. He actually has 400 more HP than Kraken when he's got his Insanitarius on.
Yeah, he's tanky. He has his Shrunken Head now as well.
There you go. Shrunken Head has been finished. Devour actually just finished his as well. So they both finished it at relatively the same time. This could probably be the opportunity they're going to look for. Devo with a blink is able to catch the Ophelia. Their Kraken's going to follow up with the Unleash the Kraken. They're going to jump in. What a great ultimate from that Rhapsody. She really turned that fight around. Ophelia's still going to end up going down, although Devourer's in trouble now. And the Kraken's also getting chased down by that Pestilence. His ultimate just really doing good. Solstice is going to come in, take out the Rhapsody, and then he's going to try to TP away. He does have his Shrunken Head activated, so he's able to do so. But wow, okay. Wretched Hag uses her ultimate onto the Glacius. Glacius is going to die in the well. Yeah. So, wow. So, that fight right there, Rhapsody, once again, I mean, they busted out Unleash the Kraken, they busted out the Devo Hook, the Devour, and they couldn't even kill the Ophelia with it because of just what a well-placed ultimate.
I don't know if was Rhapsody and Fog there. They did not realize she was ultimating because they kept hitting the Ophelia for quite some time. I think
they have a ward up there, so they definitely had vision.
Yeah, that was a weird decision. Maybe they thought the Rhapsody ulti wasn't as long as it was, and they thought they would be able to kill Ophelia quickly afterwards, but
yeah,
they just ended up wasting a lot of time hitting her.
So, once again, Rhapsody really keeping them in this game. The experience lead, though, has extended to about 10,000. Even though Wretched Hag is the highest level, well, not anymore. Just look at the overall levels. You have Solstice and Devour and Kraken, all 15 and above, while you only have Wretched Hag at level 16.
Yeah, but I still think the Legion team has a way strong late-game team fighting team, and the Hellborn should be aiming to get some objectives pretty soon. I think they would benefit a lot from having a Abyssal Skull and a Bulwark in their team.
Yeah.
And they should pick those items up and then maybe try to do Congor and get some towers.
Yeah, they probably, I mean, it looks like the Hellborn team is looking for an opportunity here. Slither is down by himself over here. He does have his wards, but he doesn't have any wards that are showing vision. Bubbles is going to come in. They did spot him. He's going to use the Energizer to get away. Bubbles is going to go in. He is going to TP to it. He's going to take cover, and then he's going to Kelp Field onto a solo Slither, which could have been a mistake on his part. Bubbles is now out here by himself. Kraken's going to TP in. He is going to go onto the Ophelia. And now it's a full-on team fight. Bubbles is going to have to back away. It looks like he is going to die. Devour comes in with his Shrunken Head, takes him out. Another good Rhapsody ultimate. Bubbles comes back in, takes cover to avoid the damage. He's going to live overall. Solstice giving vision to everybody. Charges in, picks him up. Good Devo hook, pulling in that Pestilence. But he was sent back to base by the Ophelia, and he is going to end up living. Great fight there. 3 for 1, 3 for none exchange.
That was another amazing Solstice ultimate. The initiation from the Hellborn team was really bad.
Yeah.
They ended up in a position where they would have lost Bubbles, but then Solstice came in with a huge ultimate hitting 3 people. I think it was a full channel from him.
Yeah.
Rank 3 ultimate.
Meanwhile, the Wretched Hag actually ended up taking the top tower. She had a TP on her, but she chose not to.
Yeah, I think that's the correct decision from the Hag. I don't think they should be looking to teamfight right now.
Okay. But all of their 4 players were there.
Yes. But that's their mistake.
Okay.
4 people made a mistake. Hag made the correct decision.
All right. There you have it. So now we got a 7K gold, 15K experience lead. The game is definitely, the momentum is swinging in favor of the Pirates. I mean, what it comes down to is the Pirates, they're just roaming. They're just putting constant pressure. Anybody that's in a lane, they're looking to try to gank them. With all the blinks and all the mobility that they have, they're going to be able to lock down almost anybody, including that Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag has 1700 HP, but even if Devour was able to, portal key in, grab her, Devour, they could probably burst her down before she could even blink away.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Rhapsody to save her if that happens. But the experience lead, it gets more and more irrelevant the further into the game you get.
Yeah. But I mean, we are only 30 minutes
when people get the rank 3 ultimates, it's all about items from that point on.
Yeah. So Ophelia, this game, she hasn't been really being super effective. In fact, this is the only game we've seen Ophelia go through a couple pick stages, a couple banning stages, almost the entire tournament. It's almost as if the recent jungle change maybe dampened how much she could farm or how fast she could farm. It seems like Insania is definitely struggling a bit in terms of gold. But mid lane, we do have some action. They did end up going onto the Wretched Hag. They used the Kelp Field, but she was able to blink away, taking the stun, but they had no follow-up in order to kill her.
I actually haven't tried the new Ophelia, so I can't really say from personal experience, but this game he farmed so slowly that he didn't hit his level 5 before the enemy team was able to defend anyway. Generally, you want to get level 5 early enough to be able to push some towers without any contestation from the opposing team, but just didn't get there this game.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Spell Center pickup over here by the Slither?
I'm actually not entirely sure what the item does, upon dealing any magic damage.
So, Spell Center, upon dealing
Does
any
that
magic
proc on
damage,
damage over time effects?
it does, I believe. I'm actually
else-
not the most familiar with Spell Center as well.
I mean, Slither does magic damage like all the time, so
Yeah.
I mean, does it stack?
Or single time one of his things ticks. Could. Devo blinks in, goes for the hook on Wretched Hag, misses the hook. Pretty well played there by Wretched Hag, being able to just see that and position herself. Oh, Kraken goes in, blinks in as well. Tried to Tsunami Charge her against the wall, but she blinks out of that. Even if she had, Ophelia was here to back her up. Ophelia level 11 with the heal, and she has the Astrolabe. So Ophelia, Wretched Hag would have been fine had it come down to it.
Yeah, and Kraken actually picked up the Abyssal Skull, and Solstice picked up the Bulwark. I think that's perfect item decisions right now, and they should be looking to make something happen with those.
Yes, the Abyssal Skull was picked up by the Kraken. Tablet of Command and a portal key over there on the bubbles. And then, yeah, Soul's Bulwark. So all the items that you were saying, all the team fight items are acquired here for the Hellborn team, except maybe a Sacrificial Stone.
Yeah, I think what they're missing right now is Bound Eye.
Bound
to pick
Eye.
that up, they're going to be able to do Congor really easily without Hellborn knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
Then they can go from there, get
Put it
some
on the
towers.
Devo. We do have an Invis Pestilence right here. If they are able to spot him, it could be a big deal. They are grouping up there. Kraken and Solstice are hiding. They're going to go. Devo's going to hook. He's going to miss. But the Pestilence is immediately going to go and try to get this Bubbles. Bubbles is going to fall. They're going to catch everybody. Or Rhapsody's going to get everybody with her ultimate and save them. Rhapsody is going to go down. Glacius is going to fall to the Slither passives. Pestilence also is going to fall to the Devourer and Solstice combination. Right now, we only have Solstice and Devo up. Solstice is going to fall to the Wretched Hag. Devo is going to be able to TP out. That's a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of the Legion team.
Yeah, that was the first bad Solstice ultimate of the game. It only hit the BKB Pestilence and Slither. He released it a bit early there.
Yeah.
And they got punished for it.
Release the
Because
Kraken. Go ahead.
Yeah. When Solstice is in position to ultimate, and all it does is channel the ultimate, and it doesn't hit anything, he's basically not doing anything the entire team fight.
Yeah. One thing to point out as well is that Release the Kraken, he only used it on a shrunken-headed Kraken. Devo goes in for the tower deny, ends up actually overextending, and he's going to go down.
I think the point of the Kraken ultimate was to try to save the Bubbles, but Bubbles was dead anyway. So.
Yeah. The Slither ultimate and the Slither poison spray actually ended up taking out Glacius too with the Ophelia minions. I don't even think anybody attacked Glacius that entire fight.
Yeah, I think from this point on, the Legion is in control of this game.
Yeah. What was a 12,000 experience, 8,000 gold lead has been actually cut down to an even in gold and just a mere 6,000 experience.
Yeah, that was awful for the Hellboy team. They were in a really good position, but they were the ones that had made things happen. And because of that team fight, the game's going to stall for quite some time now, and the Hellborn is going to get up even more items. Not the Legion, I mean. And from that point, it's going to be very difficult for them to win in the team fights.
Yeah, Insania has 2,800 saved up. Wretched Hag has 4,500 gold on her right now. She's able to finish her Shrunken Head, which she does. And she's looking very, very, very strong. Level 20, Sackstone, Shrunken Head, and Grimoire of Power.
Yeah. I think, this might be a really long game, the way it's played out now, and a Hag with Refresher and Sheep is like the scariest thing ever.
Great take cover right there from Bubbles. Pestilence blinked in and went for the stun, but he saw it coming. The next fight, I mean, we're probably going to see the Congor dance happen for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Devo goes for the hook onto the Catman champion. He misses. All the while, Kraken is trying to take down these stacked Ancients. We did see a Warp Clep picked up by the Solstice. That means he's going to be going for the Demonic Breastplate, which leads Kraken and Devo kind of open for what items they want to buy. Those are usually the items that one of them would pick up. We see Devo with a Blessed Orb, so do you think he's going to be going for that Sheep Stick?
Yeah, I'd assume so. It's a good item to lock down the Hag with, but
Devo blinks in again. He does miss the hook. Pestilence decides to turn it on him. Goes on in. Bubbles TPs. Goes in. Silences all of them. They're going to go in. They're going to burst down that Ophelia. Oh my god! The Rhapsody ulti again gets interrupted. He gets taken out. 3 down now. Okay, they're switching their attention to the Pestilence. Pestilence is going to go down. Kraken is going to go down as well. The attention focuses now onto the Wretched Hag. Solstice is getting focused down by that Slither. Wretched Hag does stay in vision and be able to do it. Great hook by the Devo to finish off that Slither. Silence comes out by the Bubbles. Able to get Wretched Hag in that icy imprisonment. Devo is going to have his blink on. Is he going to be able to land this hook? He has 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Wretched Hag goes down. That is going to be a genocide there for the Hellborn team. Bubbles just stepped up there. We had a great release to Kraken, and the Rhapsody ulti got canceled very quickly that time.
Yeah, the canceling of the Rhapsody ulti was key there. It was a really good job from them.
So that was a very good team fight on their part, kind of just what they needed. Glacius actually picks up a tablet of command on his own. Glacius is sitting at 200 GPM, which is pretty high for a support. He's level 16. It's pretty rare to actually see a support that high in level.
Yeah, he's only died 4 times as well, compared to the 10 on the Rhapsody.
Yeah, well, the Glacius is the same level as the Pestilence.
Wow, he's level 16.
Yeah.
Holy.
Maybe we'll see a shrunken head come out from Glacius and some big ultis come
that would
down.
be amazing.
Have you seen that new Glacius skin, the nuclear winter one?
No.
It is.
Does he have a special ultimate as well?
Yeah, it's like a green nukes like fall from the sky, and it's like like a nuclear siren, and then it just rains down these like nuclear warhead type things.
Yeah, that ultimate does a lot of damage.
So, I mean, you were just saying that from here on out, Legion's got control of the game, but just like that, one team fight happens, and boom.
Yeah, I didn't really see any glaring mistakes from the Legion team either. It was just Hellborn playing really well in that team fight.
It looks like Solstice is able to finish up his demonic breastplate. He'll be having it sent to him right now. They're going to kind of just look for the opportunity to kind of just get their farm, get a couple more items. Kraken's sitting on about 2,000 gold. Devo has 3,000, so he's only 700 away right now to finishing that sheepstick. And that is going to be just absolutely huge. A portal key with a sheep and then the Devourer. He is going to be so useful, which is something that a lot of Devos struggle with once it hits kind of the 45-minute mark.
I think Ophelia is really close to her Storm Spirit, though. And that's an item that pretty much just counters the sheepstick.
Yeah, unless they kill the Ophelia first.
That's true.
Or if Ophelia is the one that gets sheeped.
But if Ophelia gets sheeped, I don't think Legion minds that much.
Glacius ice impersonates the
suicide
Kraken. And then they're going to use this as an opportunity to go. Kraken unleash himself onto everybody else. Pestilence is going to go in with the Shrunken Head. Glacius does do his ulti off, but it won't be able to do much. They do devour the Wretched Hag while he was Shrunken Head and take him out. That is a huge pick off. Being able to kill the Wretched Hag while he has the Shrunken Head, it's going to force the rest of the team to back. Rhapsody is here. Bubbles is deciding if he wants to chase. He is not. Bubbles has a Blessed Orb as well, which means he's going to be getting a sheep too. And then they're going to switch their attention right now to the Congor, knowing that Wretched Hag is dead. Wretched Hag just buys back, though. TP's in to the Tier 2 tower at the bottom, and she's going to be coming in to fight.
Noticed. They're still in Roche.
Poison Spray missed. Kraken blinked in to try to catch Slither with his Tsunami Charge, but he misses as well. Pestilence blinks in. He is going to catch the Bubbles with his stun, but Bubbles is going to go down. Great staccato from the Rhapsody. They're able to burst him down before he's able to Shell Surf. Now they're going to switch their attention to the Congor pit.
Yeah, it was pretty poor in communication from the Legion team in the original fight when Hag blinked in after Pestilence had been sent home already.
Yeah. Also, Bubbles cannot buy back, so this might be a Congor in favor of the Legion team.
Yeah, the bar finishes sheepstick right now, so they might still look to try to take the fight.
Well, they need to decide because this bad boy is going down quick. Solstice is up here. Slither wards are everywhere, though, kind of preventing them from being able to do anything. Congor does go down. Wretched Hag does activate the Shrunken Head.
Interesting decision. Maybe they feel safer that way, but they had the Slither watch on the Solstice, so they knew nothing was coming in.
Yeah. So, like you said, Sheepstick has been finished on the Devourer. He is doing very well, 380 gold per minute. He's actually passed up the Kraken in the farm now, and he is level 21, which puts him tied with the Wretched Hag.
And Pestilence picked up a Bulwark as well, which is a huge team item. I don't think you should have it on defensive though. But
He just got it, right? So we'll probably switch it.
he's had it for a while.
If he wants to leave it like that. Ophelia looking around, trying to get some creeps. She was able to get a Skeleton King.
I saw Ophelia buying a Neophytes book quite some time ago when she had 3. Oh, there we go. Now she finished it. Just saving gold for something else, I guess. She's sending out Storm Spirit right now.
Okay, so he does have the Storm Spirit finished. Slither has quite a bit of gold. He could finish his Geometer's Bane any minute now. He's about 200 shy.
Kraken decided to go for a Battery Idol.
Okay. I mean, that's not like bad. I mean, Wretched Hag deals so much damage.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like they're short on damage on their team. There's no one really that can do a lot of damage in team fights.
I mean,
if you buy a Battery Idol, I feel like you want to finish the game within like 5 minutes now.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty grim. It's gonna get increasingly difficult to kill the Hag, and she also has a token right now.
Kraken is going to blink in. He is going to try to gush the Wretched Hag, who was able to blink away and disjoint it. Now he Tsunami charges down.
Dude, he's gonna die.
He's going ham. Pestilence blinks in, lands the stun on him. He is the tankiest out of all of them. Devo gets a good ultimate off onto the Wretched Hag. She shrunken heads, though, so the release of Kraken does not do much. Down goes Glacius. Down goes Kraken. Solstice is able to take out the Rhapsody. Bubbles is shell-surfed. He catches all 3 in, but doesn't matter. Bubbles is going to go down. He is able to TP out. Devo is also going to live if he backs now. Overall, though, really good team fight in favor. I don't know what Kraken was doing there.
Nah, Kraken decided to ultimate only the Wretched Hag, which has a token. The bar ultimated the Wretched Hag with the token as well, and they didn't even kill her.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand why Kraken, after he missed that gush, and I just don't understand why he would Tsunami charge down like that.
Yeah, maybe it's desperation. Maybe they feel the same way, that they're falling behind and they don't have the late game.
Yeah. Sheepstick coming out onto the Pestilence, and then Solstice is going to follow him up. Are they going to be able to get him before he dies? Yes, they are. The Decay is going to finish him off. Solstice, on the other hand, has to retreat now. Slither's got her, and so does the Wretched Hag. They're going to be able to burst her down. She's not going to be able to do anything, so well played by them. Ophelia was kind of messing around, ran up from middle. 2 Skeleton Kings there. They are going to be able to take that middle Rax. Very good job there by the Hellborn team, or by the Legion team. Glacius has come in. Won't be able to do much. It was really smart of the Devo to blink in and then sheep the Pestilence, knowing that he was the only one that could interrupt his Devour.
Yeah, for sure.
If only they had a little bit more. If Pestilence wouldn't have gotten off that 1 stun, that fight could have gone much different. Wretched Hag's going to get sent back to the base.
I got a lot of gold. It's going to be interesting to see what he gets here. I feel like he's going to get a standard Sheepstick, but I don't think that's the best item decision right now. I don't think there's any like high-value targets on the Hellborn team. I think they have four core heroes that are like almost equally valuable to the team. So
Savage Mace.
Yeah, maybe something like a Savage Mace, you just get damage instead.
Yeah.
I don't think sheeping someone is going to be that good, though.
He did get the Blessed Orb, though, so he's about 1,800 short from picking up that Sheepstick. Bubbles, on the other hand, isn't close at all. He bought the Blessed Orb, he was getting close to it, and then he's died kind of 2 or 3 fights in a row. Hasn't been able to do anything since. Solstice, on the other hand, finishes his Demonic Breastplate, and he has 1,500 gold. What kind of items do you want to see from him? Like, what does he need to be able to carry this Hellborn
team? They maybe crit or
some Rift Shards.
Breaker.
Rift Shards or Shield Breaker.
Yeah, they just need pure damage to be able to kill the Hag. It needs to happen quick. They can't take long team fights because the Slither and Hag is going to do so much damage over time.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't even kill the Hag once, and she's got 2 lives.
They just need burst damage from Wretched Hag right now. In any way or form they can get it.
They're going to group up mid. They still have the Token of Life, as we said. The timer on that is 7 seconds, so it's about to expire right now, and then this would be a really good opportunity for the Legion to fight. In fact, they have to fight now. Good Tsunami charge there onto the Slither. They do catch up into the release, the Kraken. Huge Storm Spirit coming out from Insania. Pestilence is going down. They are going to switch focus. They are going to take down Rhapsody and Ophelia. The Legion team is chasing. They are going to try to go for this Pestilence. His Portal Key is up in 1. He is gone. Ooh, Bubbles had his chance, but he didn't take it. So great work there by the Legion team. They were able to save that tower and pick up 2 kills. And now they're going to switch their attentions to the Wretched Hag. Devo should try to... Nope, he's just going to go and try to farm the lane there. That was a very good tsunami charge. They picked the right target there. So I think Slither is the guy to try to go for that first initial burst, especially considering that they figured that the Wretched Hag had the token still.
Yeah, the token's gone now though. Did it despawn?
It did despawn, yes.
Yeah, that was a really good fight for Albon team, but I don't think Legion team needed to lose both of their heroes. They kind of ran in. They sent Slither home, and then some heroes ran in afterwards.
Yeah, Legion team has no wards up here. This Slither's actually going to die.
Whoa.
Very good pick off there
Really
by the
good
Hellborn
gank from
team.
Hellborn
And also, Wretched Hag is kind of hanging around mid. They might be able to switch and try to get her. It doesn't look like it, though. Congor is going to be up in 2 minutes, so Slither will be back up by the time that happens. But still,
Yeah.
very solid pickoff. Ooh, Pestilence goes. Ooh, Tsunami Charge missed right there by Kraken. And then Bubbles is going to tablet Portal Key out of there.
That was a really good gank from the Hellborn team, but it was also very risky. If the Legion team has any vision at all in their own jungle, they're going to get punished, but
Yeah.
it was exactly what they needed to do, and they made it happen.
Yep, Slither just walked right up the hill into her death. The only wards, actually, that the Legion team does have up are going to be very offensive. They don't have one ward on their side of the river. Just kind
They
of...
might get value of the ward in the jungle here, though. They're setting up the gank Kraken.
Yeah, this red Rexar in the middle, actually, this is a really good ward, too. Kraken, yeah, like you said, is there. He is going to be spotted.
I got kind of lucky there that wasn't a camp
Yeah.
spawn at that location.
Okay, so as we're talking about, the Solstice picks up a Brutalizer, which is actually a pretty solid item if he's able to get some good bashes. Next up, he'll probably be...
kind of relying on the RNG there, but it's definitely an item that's capable of killing the Wretched Hag for him.
Yeah, and then once he gets enough, he's actually only got one more inventory spot left, so he'll probably get rid of that Mystic Vestment and look to get in something like a Savage Mace or those Rift Shards.
Definitely. Maybe even a Doombringer. Yes.
Yeah? Doombringer? You got a
I
couple
would
of those,
love a
don't you?
Doombringers.
How many Doombringers do you have?
4.
How many does Era have?
Does he have any Doombringers? Sure. He probably has 2, right?
So you're better than Era?
Yeah, twice as good.
Twice as good. All right, so Devo's kind of sitting there farming by himself. Pestilence is going to go for it. Pestilence blinks in, gets the stun off on him. He does get sheeped by the Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag is going to jump in. Oh, good tablet coming out. He is going to use his Shrunken Head and try to TP away.
Oh, they should chase. Oh, I think they could have killed the Glacius there.
They definitely could have killed the Glacius there. I mean, Solstice wasn't even around. They did have this ward right here, though, which did kind of show that they did have backup. They just didn't know how much. Congor should be up any second now. Ooh, they're going to go and they're going to catch Slither. Slither is going to pop his Shrunken Head, though, and just run right out of the kelp field. A lot of Shrunken's Heads and a lot of ultimates used. Yeah, Hag is bot lane. He's got a Wolf Commander rolling around with him.
Is that insane, yes?
Yeah, Insane just put it on auto follow on him or something.
Insania being lazy, can't PR some micro.
Yeah, Insania's actually done pretty well in terms of coming back into this game ever since he's able to pick up some items. Actually, Bubbles, though, wants to possibly go in on this. There's a lot of people kind of closing on it. Kraken is here. Pestilence is going to engage on him. Puts a Swarm debuff on him. He's going to try to Tsunami Charge away. Portal Key up in 1 second. He's going to be able to get it. Yes, he is. Now they're going to be able to...
trouble in the top lane as well. It's like 2 split fights right now.
Yeah, it looks like Ophelia's probably going to go down. She doesn't even have a TP on her. So she won't even be able to escape even if she could. Solstice is going to get the kill. Kraken meets up with them, and they're all here. The Legion team is actually collapsing on them, though. There's 4 heroes here, and Devour's nowhere to be found. Wretched Hag's going to come in. They're going to get him. Good stun by Ultimate. Release the Kraken. Grabs the Pestilence. Great Rhapsody ulti to save the Pestilence once again. This Rhapsody is MVP. Glacius should be going down to Slither. Solstice is there. Is he going to be going down as well? The Wretched Hag is chasing. He's going to try to stun the Slither. It doesn't matter. He's still going to go down. Wretched Hag's going to try to chase down this Bubbles. Wow. Rhapsody just...
If they kill the Bubbles there, it's huge friend.
Is he? He gets a tableted. The Wretched Hag does have a blink. He's going to get into the fountain in time. He does get denied by the Kraken.
I don't know about that. Do you think he would have died?
He had Poison Spray and Toxicity on him. I mean, it was debatable.
Yeah, he had like 123 HP when Kraken denied him.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, so Devo wasn't even there in that entire fight. That was very well played by the Legion team, collapsing on the guys that used all of their spells to try to kill that Ophelia, and now they're just going to get a free Congor. When we saw what happened last time, Wretched Hag got the token of life. It was deadly.
Yeah, they need to make sure they don't do the same mistake in using all their spells on her when she has the token.
Yeah. Rhapsody has just been so clutch this game. Rhapsody has been first picked almost every single game, and that is exactly why. I mean, this Rhapsody is just landing ultimate after ultimate, saving her teammates, and just really turning this game around.
Yeah, you can see the Rhapsody is 1 in 12, is the lowest level and the lowest GPM.
But still
has
MVP.
Amazing impact in team fights.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I think, I've said this before, I think the hero is a bit too strong because of that. You need to put so much effort in locking down the Rhapsody in team fights, even though she does literally nothing except ultimate.
So Pestilence has 3,500. He should be looking to finish that Demonic Breastplate any second now. Slither's sitting with 4,000 gold, and Wretched Hag has 3,500. Wretched Hag does have a full inventory, though, so she probably won't be looking to buy anything until that token's gone, maybe picking up a Savage Mace.
Oh, Pestilence just cancelled his TP to base. Now gets sent home by Ophelia.
Slither is actually going to pick up the Dancing Blade as his item, so he's going to be going for the Wing Bow.
Or Genjiro.
Or you told me yesterday that Genjiro's bad.
Yeah.
But these are...
he's an orange player, so...
True.
You never know.
He is the orange player, yeah. Kraken, on the other hand, hasn't really done anything or gotten any items in what seems like forever. He finished that Burial Idol, what, 10, 15 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And he hasn't really done much with it since. And he hasn't been really hitting that many characters with his ultimate.
He's having a bit of a struggle this game.
Yeah. So they are going to be pushing mid. Wretched Hag does have the Token of Life. If they're able to, if the Hellborn team wins this team fight right here, they're not only going to get racked, they're probably going to win the game. Kraken goes in, Tsunami charges. Great ultimate by the Solstice. They're able to get Wretched Hag very low. He's going down to half HP. Unleash the Krakens. Are they going to be able to kill him? Rhapsody ulti is going to save her life. She is still going to go down, but I think they used too much to try and get her. Pestilence is there running around. Devo is going to go down. Solstice is going to be able to TP back to base, but that was just, they used too much of their load on Wretched Hag just to have her come back to life. We do see a buyback come back from Kraken, from Bubbles, and Devour. Everybody's up again. Kraken is going to... he's dead. I actually meant to say Solstice. Solstice is going to go in. They are going to pick off the Rhapsody. Solstice is going to go down. That Slither is just pointing out so much damage. But Devour is still there. He's going to switch his attention to this Slither. Ophelia is there. Wretched Hag went down during that fight, and they saved the racks. So good for them. Devo is still going to chase. Bubbles is here. He is going to get... Ooh, Slither gets sent back by the Ophelia. But was it... Oh, there we go. Slither was able to end up actually killing the Devour. The sent back was perfect timing. Slither lives, gets the kill that he wanted, but they were able to get turnaround on Ophelia. But ultimately, the kill on Devour is much more important.
Yeah, they used 4 buybacks in that fight.
4 buybacks. The tower went down. They did kill the Token of Life, and they were able to kill Wretched Hag again.
Yeah, but as they used Sheepstick, Devourer, Solstice Ultimate, only hit Hag. Kraken ultimate, only hit Hag. Like, they used everything in their arsenal to kill the token.
Yeah. I mean, what it goes to show you, though, is if that team fight were to happen again, and they don't have the token, it could go in the Hellborn's favor.
Yeah, but then they won't be able to afford 4 buybacks anymore, and the Hag has 6,000 gold to spend now instead of the token.
Yeah. So 54 minutes into the game, we have 76 kills here. This has been a very exciting game. Definitely glad that you guys voted for this one. Been very, very fun to watch. Solstice head bottom. What were you going to say?
It's interesting how Hellborn has been ahead in kills all game by a quite large margin, actually, but it feels like they're struggling anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I personally felt for the first 35 minutes of the game that they had a very solid lead. But like you said, I guess I was wrong. I mean, late game definitely seems to be in favor of the Legion team. Wretched Hag goes for a Restoration Stone.
Yeah, that's the obvious pickup for him at his point when he bought the Sheepstick.
Sheepstick, double ulti, he is just going to throw down. He is definitely the focus fire now.
Yeah, that's 5 seconds extra shrunken head, double ultimate, everything, double Sheepstick.
For the Legion team here, do you kind of wait until the next Congor comes up, or do you just keep pushing and keep pushing?
I think you realize that the Hellborn team just used 4 buybacks, so they're unlikely to have that many for the next fight.
Yeah,
But you need to be a bit more careful with your positioning on the Wretched Hag now.
definitely. If this fight does end up going into the Hellborn's favor, though, neither Pestilence, Slither, or Wretched Hag will have a buyback available.
That is very true.
Wretched Hag is actually going to go in and try to initiate onto the Bubbles. Bubbles portal keys away safely. Does catch Ophelia and Wretched Hag into the ultimate. Devour's going to blink in. Try to go. Rhapsody gets taken down. Great Unleash the Kraken onto... I don't even... There's so much stuff going on.
Oh,
Everybody's going down. Hag's dead. They're going to fish their attention to the Slither now. Solstice is trying to run away. Devo's trying to run away. Everybody just has so many dots on them. That Slither is just doing so much damage. Double damage, actually, onto the Pestilence. Pestilence blinks in, gets a good stun off onto Kraken, finishes him off, and also finishes off, who was it? Bubbles as well. That's a one fight here for the Legion team. That Slither is just doing so much damage with that Wingbow. Base damage, he's got 300 damage per attack. Solstice is coming in. They're going to switch their attention to that. Oh, gets sent back by Ophelia. Very well played. They're going to switch their attention to the Ophelia now. Hook lands. Decay is going on him, so they are going to be able to take that Ophelia down. But what matters, she was able to send Slither back, and Pestilence was able to just jet on out of there. Melee racks went down, and a tower of the base went down. This game is definitely looking in favor.
And the VAR used a buyback and almost died to catapults.
Doombringer!
Did he buy it?
Yeah, Ophelia bought it.
Oh. Oh. What?
Insania buys the Doombringer, is going to go feed himself, and then they're going to give it to who? Slither?
Can you do that still? Feed the Doombringer? I thought they changed that.
Why else would he have bought it?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to do some
Cockiness?
damage.
Hubris?
Yeah, well, you know, Insania.
Yeah. So the thing is that even that Wretched Hag didn't even get any of her spells off last fight. She was permanently CC'd the entire time. But Slither, with the Geometer's Bane, with the ultimate, with the Poison Spray, it seemed like everybody was just dead.
Yeah. Well, Slither is becoming a huge threat as well now. And that's why I thought the Legion team had the late game, because they don't have to rely on the Hag.
Yeah.
And the Hellborn team decided to go teamfight items and lockdown items like Sheepstick instead of damage items, so they can't really kill more than one hero.
Yeah, Solstice is going to be trying to build that Savage Mace. Another thing is that Devo did buy back the last fight.
He's getting a Doombringer.
Ooh, Bubbles could be in trouble. Bubbles shell surfs. They see Wretched Hag right there, but Wretched Hag did not see the Bubbles. They're going to grab him. They're going to go onto the Wretched Hag. He has a Sheepstick up. He's going to get the Sheepstick. Pestilence blinks in, but the Shrunken's heads have already been activated. Unleash the Kraken comes out. They're able to kill the Wretched Hag, which is big. Is Devo going to blink over this head and continue the fight?
Get the Doombringer.
He is. Ooh, they're going to go onto the Sliver. Sliver activates his Shrunken Head. They're going to go. Kelpfield comes out. They're going to switch their attention. Devourer goes down. Wow, Kraken goes down. Slither and Pestilence are just doing so much damage. Solstice can't even do anything. When Pestilence throws that swarm off on somebody, Slither just eats them up. All the while, Glacius is just hanging out here. Pestilence says, I don't think so. He's going to throw down a stun, and he's just going to burst her down. That should be game over right there. GGs are getting called. Game 1 is going to go in favor of Rexars, but what a game was that. We saw, even with the Rexars taking the game ends with the Hellborn having more kills. You don't see that very often.
For sure.
All right, so 60-minute game. That was just crazy good. Very, very fun to watch. That Rhapsody is just absolutely insane. It's going to be interesting to see, now that we have the Ninjas going to the Legion side, are they going to first pick the Rhapsody after how effective it was against them? It'll definitely be interesting to see. Any last words about that match?
No, not really. It was a really fun game.
It was a really fun game. Let's see if we...
At least exciting.
Yeah, agreed. Let's see if we can get Sorry. I'm going to see if we can get an update on the other series right now.
Is Creams not playing, by the way?
Who?
Creams.
Creams? Yeah, Creams is playing. Oh, he's not playing today.
Oh.
But let's see if we can get check out at least to see how the other game is going before we go on a break. Here we go. Archie Tiger. Monitor game. Okay, so it looks like Game 2 has started. I don't know who won Game 1, but Game 2 has just started. and it looks like Sweet as Ice has a little lead over The Last of Us right now. Baltazar on Dr. Repulsor has 2 kills at the 7-minute mark. So that's definitely something that they need to watch out for. Let me see if I can get an update really quick here from my admins.